Gian, massive congratulations. You're a World Championship finalist. Just how good does that feel?
It feels amazing, of course. You know, being a child, I wasn't even dreaming about. My first ever dream was to be in the World Championship. I wasn't even dreaming about getting to a final, but you know, here we are, and it feels amazing. I told already everyone the past couple of days I'm still pinching myself, and still going further into the tournament, so I won't stop pinching myself.
Just tell us a bit about that match with Gary there, because you went a set down, you then took 4 sets in a row after that incredible 5th set. You both got 170 checkouts. What was it like being up there on that stage? I enjoyed every single second of it, because yeah, as you said, you know, Gary played phenomenal today, especially in the 5th set when he started off with a 10-dot leg, then a 170, but I still managed to get that set, and it was a fantastic game. Gary played so well, but you know, especially when the crowd got involved, of course, everyone saw I got a bit frustrated with that, but I'm so relieved that I still got the job done in the end, even with the crowd against me. But you know, it's fair play, because everyone knows I'm a Gary Anderson fan, so if they want Gary to win, you know, I can't blame them. So yeah, I was just really enjoying myself up there on that stage. It feels like you've got such momentum around you. You're averaging over 102, you know, 3 big fishes this tournament. How confident are you with just 1 game left that you can go and lift this trophy? Very confident, of course. You know, I'm playing so well this tournament. I think my lowest average was about 97, 98, so I'm feeling really good on that stage, especially in these kind of formats as well. Today was a very, very long game, but still averaged 103, sorry. And checkout percentage really good as well. It gives me massive confidence, of course, going into tomorrow. But I know tomorrow, of course, Luke Littler is awaiting, so everyone knows what he's capable of. So I need to bring out my A game tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very difficult game. And Luke's someone you know very well from the development tour as well. You spent some years together in the Pro Tour. There's the 2023 World Championship final, which he won. What is it going to be like playing him on the biggest stage of all in darts? Very tough, of course, because he's going to put you under pressure from set 1, and it's maybe going to be 13 sets, so it's going to be very, very tough against him. But I know if I can keep up with his scoring, I know my checkout percentage this tournament has been really good. The whole year has been really good. So hopefully I'm going to take my chances tomorrow, keep up with him scoring-wise, because he's probably the better scorer than I am. So just need to keep up, take my chances, and then I got a chance tomorrow. Congratulations. Cheers, thank you.
Gian, congratulations, fantastic first world final. Were you aware that you were right in the thick of an Ali Pali classic when you were on that stage?
Yeah, of course. You know, I think after like 4 or 5 sets, I looked at the screen and I saw both of us averaging 105. I was like, okay, but it feels like as well, because Gary was scoring so well, but he took out all his checkouts he got as well. A couple of times 72 with $1 at tops, he took it out, and I said to myself, or I thought to myself, like set 4, there's like, there's not been one leg, at least as I am aware of, that one of us has missed too many darts to double and the other one took it. We both scored well, took our chances, and yeah, I knew it was a belter of a game.
You said yesterday, stood here, that you were, you know, a big fan of Gary Anderson growing up.
Still am, yeah.
And still are. How cool was that? Was there a moment at any point, perhaps even after the match, where you did think, I can't believe this, I've just beat Gary Anderson on the World Championship stage?
Of course, afterwards, but especially even during the match. Probably as a player, you shouldn't be thinking that, but I was standing behind him. He was hitting his, for what it feels like, his 40th maximum. It was hitting so many trebles, and I was standing behind him. I was like, okay, here's another maximum. I was just enjoying him playing. Which shouldn't be when you're on that stage, especially in the semi-final. But that's what I'm like, you know. I just enjoy playing darts, but also watching the legends of the game. But as soon as I realised, okay, that you shouldn't be doing that in the World Semi-final, I got my head down and scored well as well in that game. So, but yeah, I was really enjoying myself on that stage.
And it was an amazing match to watch as well. Finally, Luke Littler tomorrow. He's done what he's done. In terms of numbers, you've done what you've done. Are you going to give us another absolute corker tomorrow night?
Hopefully, that's the goal. You know, I know if I'm playing well tomorrow, if I play like I can, and even tomorrow, like I did tonight or yesterday, I'm not going to win 7-0, 7-1. It's going to be a very close game. And if I play less, he's going to smash me. So that's what I have in my head. So hopefully I'll bring my A game like I have done the past couple of days. But I'm very confident I will. And then, yeah, as you said, it's going to be a very, very good game.
All the best tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congratulations. You talked about the frustrations when the crowd were on your back. Did you learn so much about yourself, and how proud of yourself that you came out of that and still produced a massive level?
Yeah, very much. You know, I missed at 2 darts at 67. When I hit treble 17, I missed 2 darts, double 8 to go. I'm not sure which set it was, you know, I played so many sets today, but to win that set, Gary took that set, and then I was like, okay, I think it was to go 5-2 up instead of 4-3. Then I was really frustrated with the crowd, with myself, that it let bother me. But the next set, I hit that 59 checkout to go 5-3 up, and at that moment I said to myself, okay, you can do it even when the crowd's against you. That gave me such a good feeling for the rest of the game, especially the last set. I knew, okay, even if the crowd's against you, I knew in my head, it was like, okay, I'm still going to hit those doubles. And it was very difficult, of course, but yeah, it made me feel really good.
What's the reaction been like from home? Do you getting so far new Dutch #1? What's that reaction been like from home?
As far as I'm aware, very positive, of course. But you know, it's only been 24 hours since I've been the Dutch #1, and today was all about tonight's game. I didn't look at my phone that much. I didn't read all the messages. I didn't read all the social media news and all the media stuff that they put out. And because you know, as long as I'm still in the tournament, I only focus on my game ahead. I'm not focusing on all the other business going around it. So tomorrow, it's probably after this game, is probably going to be the same. So. But yeah, I think the messages I have seen, I have received, are being, of course, very positive of me being the new Dutch #1. But yeah, as I said, as long as I'm still in the tournament, my focus is on the next game.
And what would it mean to you and the Netherlands to have another world champion? Obviously, we've seen Michael and Raymond do their thing, but what would it mean for you and the Netherlands to have another one?
For myself, it would mean the absolute world, as everyone will think, of course, but especially for the Netherlands as well. Of course, Michael and Raymond, they've all been world champions, but it's been a couple of years ago. So I think now, you know, Luke Littler, of course, being 18 years old, world champion. But if I could do it tomorrow, then I think the whole youth in the Netherlands would look at that game as like, okay, you know, I'm still young, I could start playing darts because it looks really fun. And then hopefully the next couple of years, it's going to be many more Dutchmen coming through the rankings.
What was the abiding memory of that World U final from 2023 when you played Littler at Butlins?
Sorry, what was?
What was the abiding memory? What sort of stands out from that match?
For myself, it was during that game, I played okay, I played well, but you know, I think after that game, I said to myself, okay, now the whole wide world knows what Luke Littler is about, because going into that match, I was favourite going into the bookmakers, which it's only been a little more than 2 years ago. It sounds really, really crazy to be favourite against Luke Littler, but that was the case at that time. So after that match, I knew, of course, what Luke was capable of, and he showed it on that stage. And I said to myself, okay, you can give him a good game. I missed 1 dart to go 5-all, but then afterwards we had so many great battles, of course.
He's 18, you're 23. It's the youngest combined age for 2 finalists in the history. It's a changing of the guard, isn't it? The younger here now, aren't they? To stay?
Yeah, of course. I think we've seen it the whole 2025. So many young players coming through. You know, Wessel Nijmans had a great year. Josh Rock has had a fantastic year, of course, winning the World Cup of Darts. So I think, especially now, of course, with Luke Littler doing what he's been doing the past 2 years, I think it's a change of the guard, as you said. And I think it's looking very, very bright for the young guys in this sport.
Congratulations, Jan.
Thank you.
From dartitis not so long ago to the World Championship final, just how proud you are you of your journey?
Very proud, of course. It's difficult to describe into words. As you said, I struggled with dartitis about 3.5 years ago. And now, yeah, here we are in the World Championship final. It's something I'm probably going to be pinching myself for the next couple of weeks. And it's an amazing feeling, but as proud as I am, the job's still not done. Of course, if I lose tomorrow to Luke Littler, I'm still going to be very proud of my achievement so far. But I came here with one goal, to win the World Championship, and that's my goal tomorrow. So, yeah, one stop until that's done.
And as runs to a World Final go from the quarterfinals onwards, Luke Humphreys, Gary Anderson, Luke Littler, does it get much tougher than that?
Not at all. Not name-wise, but also the performance they put against me, you know. Luke averaged 100+, Gary today averaged 100+. So it's been a really tough battle so far in the past couple of games. But that shows to myself as well, that I'm capable of beating those opponents even when they're playing well, especially on this stage with all the pressure that comes with it. But yeah, if I manage to win the title tomorrow, I don't think anyone would say that it's undeserved.
And yesterday and today, your combination finishing has been eye-catching. Is that going to be all important tomorrow against Luke?
for sure, because everyone knows what Luke Littler is capable of scoring-wise. So he's got to put me under a load of pressure. All the combination finishes probably from 60 almost to 100. They all need to go because Luke is probably going to be waiting on a double. So it's very important, but it's not only today. I've been doing it, or yesterday. I've been doing it the whole year. So that's given me so much confidence, not even for today, but also going into tomorrow. Thank you.
Well done, Jan.
Thank you.
How important are those positive memories from the games you've got against Luke Littler going into what is probably the biggest game of your life tomorrow?
It's a bit of both. Of course, it's important. I know what it's like to beat him. If it would have been 7-0 down against him, of course, it would be very tricky tomorrow. But I know what it's like to beat him. But I don't know what it's like to beat him, of course, on this stage and the biggest game of my career. He knows what it's like to win the World Championship. He knows what it's like to lift that trophy and to be the world champion for the year. I don't know what that's like. So tomorrow is going to be a very, very different game than I'm used to. But once it gets to that moment, once it gets to that final match start, I don't know what it's worth, but yeah, I know what it's like to beat Luke Littler. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be very, very different.
You joined the tour a year before Luke. What's your relationship like with Luke away from the hockey? Do you get on well with him?
Yeah, very much so. Of course, like it's not that we text with each other all the week, but when we see each other at the tournament, we always say hello and how are you, stuff like that. But like we get along. It's not like we're best friends, but we get along. So tomorrow it's going to be a very friendly game. It's what I assume. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
Gian, well done on reaching the World Championship final. Last night I was watching on YouTube a match of David Schlichting versus Gian van Veen from 2019, and you lost
darts trophy or something. What it was? Yeah.
Well, you lost it 5-4, averaging 66.
I won it.
Not that the match that I watched, you lost. I promise you did. I promise you did.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll show you. But anyway.
Okay, no problem.
Anyway, you averaged 66, and that's all news because now you're in the world final. Just talk me through that journey from that moment up until now.
If you saw that final, you saw it on YouTube, right? So you saw me.
Well, I think I saw a different match apparently.
Apparently, yeah, because no, it's okay. But I was struggling with darts back then as well. My throw was very different. I was playing with very different shaped darts. My setup was totally different. So I've come a long way in the past 6-7 years. It's been a massive journey. Back then, if you would have told me, 7 years later, it would have been a World Championship final, I wouldn't even believe you, of course. But, here we are. I'm so happy that it's come through. My dream is coming through so far. But, yeah, it's been a very hectic journey so far.
When we spoke to Ryan So yesterday, he was very emotional speaking about issues with his eyesight. You're colourblind, is that right?
Yeah.
Does that affect you on the dartboard?
No. No, not at all. No, sorry. Sorry to cut you off, but no. Yes, I'm colourblind. When I was a kid, I did a couple of tests, seeing numbers in different circles with colours, and I didn't see them, so I knew I was colourblind, but as soon as I get on that stage, and it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my life in general, to be honest. So it's a given I'm colourblind, but yeah, luckily it doesn't affect me.
Brilliant. Well played today. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Congrats, Jan. We know that no matter what happens tomorrow, you'll be making your debut in the Premier League. We know how much of a fan you are of Gary. If it was up to you, would you like Gary to maybe persuade to change his mind and rejoin you in the elite?
100%. Even before the semi-final tonight, I asked Gary, "You going to be in the Premier League?" He said, "No, I can't do it. Too much travel, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Don't bother. Come on. Just join us. Come play in the Premier League because that's what we all want to see. We all saw this tournament what Gary's capable of. So that's what we want. But, if Gary says, I'm not doing it, it's going to cost me on the rankings, then that's his decision. But if it's down to me, of course I would like to Gary be involved."
Obviously, no one in history has ever played for £1 million before. Is it quite a worrying thought having a double for £1 million potentially?
If I think about it, yeah. But probably tomorrow, if I get that match start, I wouldn't think about it because it's all I think about. If I get the match start tomorrow, is about the World Championship title, to celebrate that moment, to lift that trophy. And then, of course, probably the next day or a couple of hours later, you were thinking about the £1 million. But at that moment, even tonight, of course, I played a match tonight for 200 or 1,000. You're not thinking about that at that moment. All you want to do is progress, win that match, and then everything that comes with it comes in a couple of hours later.
Evening, Gian. Amazing performance tonight.
Thank you.
You spoke about your dartsitis on the stage. You've spoken about it more now. So many darts players, young and old, amateur, professional, walk away from the sport because they just can't get over it. You got over it, and now you could be a world champion tomorrow. What is your advice to those people who are struggling and don't see a way out of it?
Yeah, I think, as you said, a lot of players would walk away from the sport. But I even though I was struggling, I always enjoyed playing darts. And of course, during the matches it was very tough. But I kept on practicing. I kept on enjoying playing darts. And I think that's my advice to everyone. As long as you enjoy playing darts, it doesn't matter winning and losing, playing very good, playing like 50 average or 90 average. It doesn't matter. As long as you're playing darts, you should play darts. Because, like for me, it's my job, of course. But as long as it's not your job, it should be your hobby. You should just enjoy playing darts. Dartsitis is something that comes with pressure from outside. It's a lot of stress. But yeah, my advice is just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, and then everything will be okay.
Hi. What actually kept you going in these worst moments?
Probably myself, because I still enjoyed it. I was struggling, of course, with dartsitis. I was struggling in the matches, but I was still enjoying playing darts. I thought about putting my darts away and just not playing anymore. But I said, yeah, but what I'm going to do next week? I want to play darts. I want to play at home. I want to play tournaments. I want to play with my friends. I want to play with all the people I know. So that's what kept me going. Yeah, and I'm very, very happy I did.
What did Gary tell you after the match on stage?
He was so happy for me. Of course, he knew what great game it was. So he said to me, "Go and win it now," because as I said, he felt like it was a fantastic game. So he wants me to go on and win it. But we'll see tomorrow.